Ay, Dios mío. Oh, shit. Yo, the Astros cheating shit.
Yo, it's big, right? I was on the phone with my brother today. We were laughing.
I love it. Oh, you spoke to your brother? Is he okay?
Yeah, he's okay.
Wait, I'm
He-
supposed to.
No, you could. I took a sip because I was dying in third.
Oh my god, it tastes better today.
Yeah, this is no $13.
Oh, this is. Get the fuck out of here. Where you bought this?
This is Smirnoff, right here, downtown Brooklyn.
Oh, this is Smirnoff?
Yeah, that's.
Don't switch your shit up on me, Louis.
You just said it tastes better.
No, but
You
now.
just said it tastes better. You what an asshole.
Now I'm questioning my palate.
Why are you acting like this?
They're into you, and you're into
Yeah.
him.
All right.
Now you're questioning, and I gotta question my palate.
Yo, first of all,
Yes.
yo, what's up, Chris?
Listen to me.
What's going on,
I
brother?
heard some rumors. I heard some rumors.
You know what happens when you hear rumors, Chris?
Okay. See, I like it because now things. Remember, I told you I had a lot of things in my head and I didn't write them down. But
245.
as soon as
245, you gotta go straight to your
I
phone.
know.
That's when
I
the
know.
magic
And you
happens.
see, I got all these pads, and I just, But as I'm talking to you, it's like I rebooted. It's like I'm a real potent computer, but you gotta reboot it to like. That's how I see myself.
What does the IT department tell you when there's a problem with your computer? They don't come and fix it. They go, just restart your computer.
Troubleshooting. So, a couple of things.
Okay.
Before I get to the rumors, I'm gonna tell you, I got into a little bit of a trouble,
Ooh,
and it's all because of you.
really?
I have to point the finger at someone before I take accountability myself. I have to point the finger to justify my actions, because people look at me as an asshole, and
It's a very strong message or statement.
I just don't, But the thing is, we had something scheduled. I'll be honest with you. We had an in-laws scheduled to do a little
Oh, Donnie and Marie.
Donnie and Marie.
Yes.
We had them
What
to
happened?
set up. Well, I was told very politely to not proceed with the. So I'm saying, so you know me, I'm trying to sell it.
Okay.
So I tell her, but babe, this is showcasing talent. This is fucking awesome.
Absolutely.
So she looks at me. So right then and there, I can't make eye contact because normally I'm good. See, the thing is, I'm good with people that are not close to me. With people that are close to me,
They see
like
you.
yourself, they see it. I'm talking to you on the phone and you're crazy, So I don't want to make eye contact, and I'm telling her, listen, this could make it big, Maybe all they gotta be is heard. And you don't know if they take off, I take off, and listen. At the end of the day, ride or die, babe, ride or die. So she looked at me and she goes, I'm a ride or die, Chris, but do not continue with this.
Hey, Chris.
With this thing.
Chris, I'm gonna tell you this right now. As much as I want Donnie and Marie, I don't want to be the reason for that exodus.
So I was told nicely and politely first. See, the thing is, maybe I didn't think I had to tell her, so she found out through through Marie, and she said, "It's weird that you didn't tell me. So that means that you knew this that I wasn't gonna be okay with it." I'll be honest with you. She thinks we're gonna, this is the problem. She thinks we're gonna make fun. And it's not making fun.
But you know what?
We're showcasing talent.
If we don't behave like that, we're not being ourselves. Because we'll make fun of anybody.
We make fun of ourselves all the time.
All the time.
But that's real life shit. But anyway, just to, make a long story short.
So you telling me I can't get Donnie and Marie?
No. I'm telling you, I can't get Donnie and Marie.
Oh, I might be able to get them?
I already said I'm not gonna do it,
Chris, so you want me to
No,
get
no,
the
no,
show
no,
upset?
I don't want. Yeah, I don't want you to do anything. I'm just saying it's on you. At the end of the day, it is what it is. I'm just saying I'm not gonna do it. But
You telling me to tread lightly, Frank?
no.
No, but you're essentially telling me, yo, you're riding solo on this project.
What I'm
But I
telling
want to
you
see
is-
it happen.
Motherfucker!
Perfect.
What the fuck,
Oh,
man? It
please.
was, it gets me upset.
You didn't
because-
pay the Wi-Fi again?
No, I pay the Wi-Fi, man. It just upsets me sometimes.
I jumped on that,
We go
so
through,
we
no,
gotta
no, we
back
go,
you?
no. We go through the process, the motion, and then when it's supposed to go in nice and smoothly, it doesn't go nice and smoothly, and it upsets me.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Breeze Shooters, the podcast that brings you news, sports, poker, and everything in between. I'm your host, Lou, joined by my very good friend, Chris.
Yes, sir.
And I just stepped over your...
You did. We love the tweeners. You just fucked it up.
I'm excited.
I'm excited. I know.
I'm excited.
You came in. I saw it. Little Fockers or something like that. The movie with De Niro and
What's his name?
Stiller.
Ben Stiller, yeah.
So we're over there. We went to see the kids, and me and my gorgeous, sexy girl. I love you, babe. Have nothing to do with whatever happens from now on. I said no, just so we're clear.
It was a conditional no. But if Lou happens to call...
That's my answer. This is not a one-man show. It's a two-man show. So, you know him, man, and so they're watching TV. We sit down, so they put up the TV guide. They put it up. Now, this is not a regular TV guide. This is, the web TV guide. So, I know that on the TV guide, you have a certain programming, but it's like, when you go to like the West Coast, they're giving you stuff that you already saw or that you're about to see. So it's basically something like that. Like what you're seeing is about 2 hours off, an hour off. So what happens, Lou? The thing is that I tell them, listen, Ralphie.
Go.
He said, listen, Ralphie, and I break it down for him. And I break it down for him. So he goes,
I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. He's,
he's at work right well, here we go.
I have a family emergency. Okay, no problem.
Okay.
All right.
This is when I come in.
Chris, the point.
I love it because improvisation is my forte.
9, 1, 7, 9.
Who's calling? What the fuck? Oh. A lot of things happening here. This is, I like it. I like it when we go live.
A lot of action.
So what happened? We're gonna speak about a lot of action in a minute.
Oh God.
So I try to explain to him. Now, mind you, a little backstory. About a month ago, he calls me to ask me the birthday of my sister-in-law.
Okay.
So, me being the asshole that I am, I gave him the wrong date, but I did it on purpose.
Oh my God.
I gave him a date like it was, her birthday is in the summertime. I gave him a date like he was 2 weeks away. So if he would have done like reservations, that would have been classic.
Yo, that's fucked up, man.
No, it's not.
And you guys get along?
Who doesn't get along? Everybody gets along. I get along with everybody. I'm that guy. I'm that guy that people say, he's that guy.
You're that guy.
I'm that guy.
Okay.
You know, when they say I know a guy, I'm that guy. You know, people like me. No, it's just, I just spread positivity and joy throughout the world. That's what I do. So I told him, and he goes, wait a minute. So he tells me on the text, he goes, wait a minute, Chris, you're wrong. Her birthday is in July. I said, oh, I thought you, I answered you another question. Yeah, so I give him like 6 dates.
And was he confused?
He was super confused. But then, I don't know what happened, he found out the truth. So he texts me, he goes, nigga, I'm not asking you anything more again. And I'm like, well, you nigga, I'm trying to help you out, nigga, you know? So, ever since, he doesn't believe a word I say.
Smart guy.
Funny thing about it is, ever since, I've been hitting him with the truth. But he doesn't believe me.
So now you're really fucking with him.
So now, oh my God. So we were over there, we were watching TV. So he starts getting in this semi-heated conversation with his girl, my sister-in-law, and my girl sitting next to me. And I'm like, so after I see him get all passionate about it, I'm like, I already told him a few times. I already explained to him. Now, I'm just going to agree with him. So he shuts the fuck up. So I look at him and say, yo, Ralph, you're right. That is Little Fockers. Meanwhile, it was a fucking movie that Ben Stiller did 20 years ago. It was like a drama. It was Greenfield or Greenleaf or some shit like that. Greenleaf. It was some fucking movie Ben Stiller did. Had nothing to do with comedy, but he didn't want to believe me. So, and I broke it down. So after I saw him so passionate, I said, you know what, Ralphie, you're right. I know I'm right. Chris, right, I know I'm right. So he goes, I know I'm right. So then my girl, I think the assholeness is rubbing off on her. So she goes, without telling nobody, she goes on her phone and she looks up the movie. And she gets the, what do you call that? The picture of
the trailer?
Yeah. And she tells her sister, yeah, you know what, Ralphie is right. But meanwhile, he was wrong all along. So so she looks at me, I started laughing. I said, babe, I know. So he's over there like, you're making fun of me, I said, no, listen. So they show it to me. Oh, okay, so, and I don't think he still admitted that he was wrong.
Ralph.
So people like
Let me tell you, Ralphie's a funny dude.
He is very funny. He's very funny. He's been, oh, Lord.
Yeah.
We're going to start talking about, he's trying to win points with the mother-in-law.
You told me that. I didn't believe it was
No,
that bad.
nah, he's the best. So I tell him the other time we were together, I say, yo, Ralph, you're good. There's nobody in competition with you. You're good.
So that's funny.
Tone it down.
That is so funny.
Yo, he puts on a CD of her. Whenever this is some hilarious shit. Whenever my sister-in-law is talking to her mother, he goes in the background and puts a CD of my mother-in-law singing. And my mother.
What is he doing with her CD?
It's because they're in my sister-in-law's house.
So they have recordings.
Lou, this is serious shit. If my girl didn't put the muzzle on me, this would have taken us off because these two individuals, they could sing.
Really?
They could sing, and it's a theatrics. You gotta be in the moment.
How good could they sing?
Lou, they could fucking sing. I'm not gonna pursue it, but I'm just telling you, they could sing.
Really?
Listen, this is 59-41. I'm gonna give you that 1% advantage you've been wanting. So he puts the CD on the background. He's an OG. He puts the CD on the background, and his mother-in-law starts, oh my God, I can't believe it. Look at it, he's listening to my CD. Yo, I'm telling you, this Christmas, this 2020 Christmas, he's gonna be lit for him. He's gonna get 3 gifts.
The brother-in-law's gonna bless him too?
Yeah. Changing the subject.
Yo, so, and I apologize, folks, because we had something scheduled, so we're gonna have to move things around, but we do have a nice treat. He ran into some problems, so as soon as he gets clear, we'll get him on the phone and we'll hear some really good Kobe Bryant, Ron Artest stories and so forth. So this is so with that being said, I wanted to share two stories before we get into it. So this week, right, roller skating party.
roller skating party.
Yeah, Juice is his daughter, Suri,
Okay.
roller skating party. So
She's fucking twin too, by the way.
she looks just like, you
Fucking
can't deny
twin.
it, can't deny
Like,
it.
put a little wig on Juice, and this is that girl, that baby.
So
God
you
bless
know,
her.
you know Ivan the barber, right?
Ivan the Barber, yes.
Probably one of the top 5 funniest guys I think in Sunset Park.
I agree with you.
Fucking hysterical. Every time I see him, it's funny.
No, automatically.
So I go into the venue and getting the kids situated, put it on skates. and
I
stuff.
I didn't see you, but I saw him. Gabriel was there. There was a few people.
Gabe, yeah, a couple of guys were there. Bill, all those guys. So, you know, I see Ivan. I say, yo, what's up? This and that. And he goes, yo, Lou, you gonna roller skate? I said, at my age, when I fall, things break. So I play it safe. I like to walk. So he's like, oh man, you gotta put these, you know, he goes, you gotta throw the skates to get busy, man. This is me back in the day. So I'm listening, I'm like, yo, that's cool, that's cool. So I'm putting on the kids' things, right? All I hear is, oh my God! Ivan is doing a flip in the air.
No.
Because he's on the carpet. So I guess the wheels got stuck. And he did a
No.
forward flip. And boom! I said, oh shit! I said, I'm looking at Ivan. I'm like, yo, dude, are you fucking okay? He's like, yeah. I'm just fucking around. But to Ivan's defense, though, when he did get out there, he was getting busy. He was
I love Ivan, man. I've been.
Oh
a
my
funny
God!
dude.
And I meant to talk to him because I want to go to the barbershop so we could do an episode there.
You didn't talk. I'm surprised.
Yeah, after that, it took me a minute to gather myself. They had a bar there, and he was just roller skating. And since I wasn't roller skating, I was with the people at the bar. And,
Okay.
and I was like, oh, I got to talk to him. But I never got around to it.
So, do you want to talk to me about the donkey story or because
Yeah.
I you know, and then I got my input because I've been thinking about this and I think I might be able, if you are willing to listen to my advice, I might be able to help you. But continue on. Let the people know what I'm talking about.
So this Super Bowl weekend.
Super Bowl
First of
weekend.
all, what do you talk about the game?
Good game. Lost some money on it. But it was
Really, you
good.
had San Fran?
I wanted KC, but I saw San Fran as a more complete team on both ends of the floor.
Defensively, they're tough.
On both ends of the field, but we'll get into that later.
So
Super Bowl weekend. Yeah, go ahead.
So, Masa, our boy, Britt, thanks for the invite. Nene, thank you for having me in your house. Much appreciated.
Massa, fuck you. Stop talking shit, nigga.
Nene, we're even. We're fucking even. He was laughing. He goes, Lou, we're even.
It was that bad.
No, but, you know, it's parallel. So, anyway, Super Bowl, they always, I mean, 3 years ago I cleaned up. I think I came home like $600. Last time I played over there, Super Bowl. Every Super Bowl game, they usually have a poker game. They start like at 12, and then, you know, the game doesn't start to 6. So they play poker the whole time.
Okay.
So I go over there. Nene's sister has a nice spread. There's rice and beans, penne. I mean, they go all out. Food all over. They're drinking tequila. They got beers. Nice. Nice
Nice
crowd.
yeah.
Fucking table was packed. I made number 9, player number 9. So I'm at the table. I cashed in for $100, right? Because I saw the chips. It wasn't crazy yet. It was still light. And
1-2?
Yeah, 1-2.
Okay.
So we're playing. I think I sit out the first 2 hands. Then the third hand. Is it the third hand? Third hand. I get a pair pocket jacks, right?
Okay.
So it's me, Bo. You know, Bo, by the way, is like, he's probably like 140 pounds, super skinny.
Really?
Bo is fucking super skinny. I didn't even recognize him. So he's 100, like, gotta be 140 pounds. He must have lost like about 200 pounds.
That's so fuck out.
140 pounds. So it's me. So the table set up is me, Masa, Bo, this young kid, and his dad. Funny story about that. So I got the pocket jacks. The guys before me all fold. I see Bo. Britt had pre-folded because he was in the bathroom, so they mucked his car.
Okay.
Bo only had about $20, $17. So I put them all in, $17, just thinking I could create two-way action. the kid folds. The dad is thinking, but he's a tight player. Because before I sat down, I was watching everybody play.
Question before you continue. I'm sorry. You were first one to lead out betting.
No.
How much money was on the table before you raised? Do you remember?
And $3.
$3. Okay.
Yeah, it's
So,
a small blind, big blind.
all right.
I was, I know what you're saying. I was early. I was, what do you call it, under the gun?
Under the gun?
Under the gun. I should have came out a little heavier.
There you go.
But the game just started a little, it started early. So, usually these guys, they got to warm up, a couple of drinks.
Yeah, but see, in that, and this is the as we go. And I'm sorry, it's just it's
No, go ahead.
just in my nature.
No, you're buying time.
With jacks, first of all, I hate jacks. I
Me
hate pocket
too.
jacks. I shouldn't hate them, but I hate them because I when I feel I played them right, I get smacked, and when I play them wrong, or when I feel I played them wrong,
You end up winning.
I well not even I don't have a good relationship with jacks. It's
Yeah.
because and it could be a psychological thing, but in that case I would have, believe it or not, I would have gone $25. What?
And
$8 more than what you initially bet.
No, and as I
To get all
as I
those-
walked away, I said, "Damn."
To get all those stragglers, those ace 10s and ace 8
Yeah.
and pocket 4s, and to get those out the way, you hit them with $25. Somebody that doesn't assure you that you're gonna people are gonna fold. But go ahead. But that would have been my initial bet.
Yeah, no. And after the fact, I said, that's what I should have did. But what happened was I was watching the action from the side because I didn't sit down right away. They had to make space for me. So I'm watching the action from the side, and I see the bet patterns, $12 raise, 13. So it was nothing crazy. So I said, he had 17 all in. I said, I think that's a respectable bet the way they betted. But
You had to isolate him.
I did.
And by isolating him, you needed to overbet whatever he had. So nobody, because the thing is, $17, a person could call $17. But if you go 25 or 30, he's gonna go all in. And now the other person, you put the other person in a predicament where, fucking $30 with this starting hand, nah, it's not worth it.
Yeah, they're gonna muck it, yeah.
But go ahead.
So I make the $17 bet. Bo pushes all in. I cover him. The kid folds. The dad is up, and the dad is like, because he doesn't know me. I never played with him.
Okay.
He's like, he had ace, king of hearts. No, ace of hearts, king of diamonds. Right? I had jack of hearts, jack of diamonds. So he calls. I said,
I will call.
Okay.
For $17, I will call.
Yeah. So, no. You know what? He didn't even have a king. He had no, let's just say king. Honestly, I was so sick I didn't see it. So you know when it's that bad, you don't even look.
It's bad.
Yeah. So he calls a 17, 4-4-4, comes back to me. No. They 4-4.
Nobody
and
raised.
that's it.
All right.
Flop. It's queen of hearts, like a 3 of hearts, and garbage. So
What did you do?
I'm first to act.
Yeah.
Again, trying to get a temperature. Yeah.
Feel bet. Okay.
Feel bet.
Good.
Draw 20, right? Because now I have an over that can beat my jacks. You understand?
So feel bet is good. Okay. All right.
So I'm not gonna lay down
20?
100 if he has
No, no, no.
if he has ace
No, no,
queen.
no.
So I put him like on an ace something.
That was a good bet. That
Yes.
was a good bet.
So 20. He calls my 20. Snaps calls. I'm like, oh fuck. So I said maybe he's chasing the flush. Another heart comes out.
Which he was.
A low card. So 20 again, because at this
Even
point,
with that heart.
you know why? Because I want to control the betting. I don't want to leave it up to him. Because I want to see my hand all the way through. So when you lead the action, they're excited because you're betting into the pot.
Okay.
So I have control. So did I say 20?
Yeah. 20 twice already. You repeated the bet.
So this is Fifth Street, right?
The river's coming.
The river's coming. Another heart. I made my flush. So I'm like, a jack high flush, that's not that bad.
It's good.
It's good. So I'm feeling, all right, maybe it's 50-50. Because I thought maybe he had the
There's only-
queen and he was
there's only-
sticking with the queen
There's
over
only,
there.
it was the Queen of Hearts and the
It was-
floor.
it was-
So there's only two cards that
I know,
can beat you.
ace and king.
Yeah.
What do you think he had?
Probably had the ace or the king.
He had the ace of hearts. Needless to say, I think I did a 20 again. So those three 20s, that's 60, and then the 17, was it 17?
So you started with 17.
Needless to say, I lost a good chunk of my money because I only had bought it for $100. So I had about $30.
How much money he had? When you started?
He probably had like 150. I had 100. So we were, all right. I said, cool. A little upset because I said, damn, I should have played that more aggressive. So I give $50. Let me get 50. Let me add on 50. So now I got $80. So I'm there, and I'm just, at this point, you're just reflecting and thinking about the hands. And I guess I must have opened up the floodgates because now and then there's $45 with a 4-5, $30 with a 2-3.
Love it.
King 7, $18. Like the bet pattern was all over the place. But now,
But
Nene. No. But Nene's not the. See, Nene's not the problem in terms of. I know what I'm gonna get with Nene.
Exactly.
I love it, but what happens is that you have people calling. So now I'm getting trigger shy. I'm like, damn, when do I pull this? When do I pull it? So I got Masa next to me, right? And he sees me. I'm laying down like, King 9 suited. And he's like, oh, those are good cards. Why are you laying that down? And I looked at him and said, man, fucking donkey nation. So he's getting clipped too. Masa's losing, he's rebuying, he's losing. Because I said, Nene's just creating fucking problems. Yeah. The kid in front of me, which is Bo's brother, he's laying down kings, he's laying down tens. I'm like, coming in, these fucking guys. So, Chris, I'm waiting. And finally, I get an ace-8 of clubs.
That's not a good hand.
No, it's suited, and right now, it looks like a great hand to me because of what's occurring. So, ace-8 of clubs. I called the bet. I forget what the bet was. The bet might have been $15. I call it. So what comes out? Garbage, 8. So I got top pair. Masa's leading the bet. What do you think he bets?
What was the initial bet?
I think it might have been $15 or something like that.
He probably won 45.
No, he went 30.
Okay.
He went 30.
He doubled.
So 2 more callers, and I have the top pair with an ace kicker. So I'm like, oh man, fuck. I lay it down. So I'm thinking maybe they hit trips or something, whatever.
That's okay. All right, go ahead.
So next card comes out is an ace. I hit my 2 pairs if I was still in the hand. That's 4th Street. He goes all in, 120.
Call.
Other guy calls.
What they flip over?
He turns over a King 8. The other guy, he connected and made it straight. What do you think is 5th Street? Another ace. I would have my vote. So that right there, that is
Fucked up your psyche.
I said, let me get a tequila. So I'm having a tequila. 2 hands later, what comes up? My snowman. Who's in the hand? And that pre-flop, like $20. I said, fuck it, I call. No. He pre-flop $20, and I said, I'm all in. I pushed all in. I think I had maybe $60. No. Before that, I won a hand, so I think I went up to $65. So I pushed it all to $65. I said, let me just take down this little bit. He goes, I call. But I'm feeling good, because I'm seeing the hands he's playing all night.
Okay.
What do you think he fucking turns over?
Kings?
Pocket kings. But this is the killer. He doesn't turn them over. He goes, Lou. Oh, no, he goes, Lou, you want to check it down? I said, no, fuck that. I'm all in. Then he turns over his kings to show me. He goes, I call. Chris, I took my last shot. I got the fuck out of that.
By the way, with afraid of me being looked at as a donkey, my favorite hand is ace-8. But it's a horrible hand. It's called dead man's hand.
Yeah.
It's a horrible hand.
Too, yeah.
Now, what happens with that, with the ace-8, and what happened with that hand, and this is where we have to work, and I say we because I get caught up emotionally in those hands. Because of you saw that hand, you marked your hand. It was a bad mark. It was a bad fold. And you saw the way that played out. That hand determined you to overplay your pocket 8s.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Because I would have folded my 8s. Because good hands were getting crushed. Because the way these guys were playing, good hands were getting crushed. But my thing is that I had top pair. Normally, if I'm rolling well, I'm gonna protect my top pair at least to see another card.
Exactly.
And then when I seen his King 8, I said, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
You were. The problem with you was that even that first that first hit you got with the flush, that played a part, and then it's
Yeah.
it's a psychological game. I need to make a phone call, Lou, if you don't mind. I need to make a quick phone call.
You sure?
Yeah.
Oh,
Why am I? Where are you connected, Lou?
I'm connected to the people.
Come on, I can't.
What are we doing here? You calling somebody?
Yeah, I'm calling somebody. Don't worry.
Is it?
I have to make this call because. There we go. Okay, let me see here. Oh man, why is it not?
Oh, that one, it doesn't transmit. You got to do it to this one. Go to 1050.
No. Just like that. I'll do this one.
All right. So while Chris is doing that,
Okay, here we go. There we go. You're right. Good looking out.
is this my sweet angel?
First of all, be careful.
My sweet angel. You might want to put an X in front of mine.
I think she might have. She might have. You know what it is? I warned her that I was gonna call her.
See, ducking.
She might be ducking me because it's.
Please leave your message for.
You know what, Chris?
Go ahead.
Remember I told you I had a contestant for Sunset Has Talent?
Sunset has talent? Oh no! Do you really?
Yeah, let me see if she's ready to roll.
Oh, it's a she?
Yeah, no, this lady has toured down with the India. She was in the club back in the days with Madonna, before Madonna was anything. Who was the other guy? The DJ, the famous DJ with Madonna?
Vocal,
Hey, you ready?
Lefty!
Ready. Hold on.
Hey, we don't have.
Let me pop up my lyrics.
Get him, Lefty!
Ready?
Yes!
Wait, Lefty, hold on. Let me introduce you. This next contestant.
Woo!
I'm a little, my throat
Oh, no.
is a little raspy.
No disclaimers, Lefty, no disclaimers.
This next contestant.
I'm telling you, I'm going to put it on my throat. My throat not feeling too good today.
All right, here we go, Letty.
I might have a horse or something.
Letty, let me introduce you. Let me introduce you. Hold on.
I'm real.
This
I'm
hey.
try.
Letty.
I've been rehearsing all day.
Yes! I love it!
Letty, hold on. Let me introduce you. Okay.
Okay.
This next contestant, all the way from PA,
Woo!
hails from Brooklyn, used to party with India back in the days in the Copa.
Hey.
She used to run with Tito Rojas and Tito Nieves.
El Gallo!
We have Leticia Maldonado. The floor is all yours.
There you go. Brooklyn, K. Start.
Yes, start.
There we go. Time fun. When you're having fun. I heard somebody say, but if all I think is fun, then baby let me go. Don't run in your way. I'm telling you, my throat hurts. And I don't want to be your second choice. Don't want to be just your friend. You keep telling me that I can't not in love. You want to throw it all away. But I can't stay away from you. I don't want to let you go. And though it's killing me, that's true. But there's some things I can't control. Oh, one way.
Yeah.
It's just no use, but I can stay away from you.
Whoa!
Hold on to every bit of hope that that's all I ever do. Hoping you might change your mind and call me up to say how much you need me to. And when you're leaving me, no other choice than to turn and walk away. Look over your shoulder and I'll be there.
All right. Hey.
Count on me to stay, 'cause I can't stay away from you. I don't want to let you go, and though it's killing me up to, there's just some things I can't control. Your love is slipping through my hands. It's not a table before. I know you're telling me the truth. I know it's just no use, but I can't stay away from you.
Woo!
See the truth. I know it's just no use, but I can't stay away from you.
Hey!
Thank you, Letty.
Your baby 58 and I going on.
I think we got a winner! I think we got a winner! Epa!
Thank you, Letty. Take care.
Hope you enjoyed.
Okay.
Thank you, Mama.
My brother's a style of my brother Louis.
All right, bye, Letty. Oh, that's my sister Letty. Thank you for participating. Hey, Chris, I can't see that number. Can you see that number?
No, we could.
We good?
Yeah, we.
I don't know. You tell me.
No, honestly, there was a little.
It was a little mixed
There
up.
was a little. Yeah, but it's okay because it's all right.
It's
fine.
the blind.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I just don't know where we at, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Just let me quarterback. We'll be fine.
All right. Anything else you want to discuss?
Did you finish the? Oh yeah, the.
No, yeah, I lost my money and I ran out of time. Well, honestly, too, I wanted to get home to watch the poker game and it started snowing. You saw that?
To watch the.
I mean, to watch the Super Bowl. Yeah, it was a good fucking Super Bowl, man.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the
The
halftime show.
Oh my God, J Lo, you rep, mama. Great job, great job. And for those of you that are hating, that's not a Cuban flag. That was a Puerto Rican flag. And on the reverse side, she also had the American flag. A lot of people coming out after the fact with comments that
I think that.
they were upset. They were like, "Oh, why is she demonstrating a Cuban flag?"
I think you know what it is. First of all,
Well, I know we're in sensitive times right now.
No, it's not even sensitive times. You know what the problem is? The problem is that people that confuse. First of all, before you go out there and you say this is the Cuban flag, or you gotta be careful. You gotta do your homework. Look up. It's so easy. Look up the picture and put up both flags. They're similar, but they're not. So you know.
The stripes are blue on the Cuban.
And the stripes are red on the Puerto Rican,
yeah.
and it's just where the triangle where the star is red and the Cuban is blue, if I'm not mistaken.
Listen, it could have been a flag from
It does-
Africa.
no, but listen-
the point is, she paid mutual respect. She respected the American flag, which she put on the outside that was visible to everybody outside. The Puerto Rican flag was zoned in for the people at home where the camera was watching her. I mean, like I said, I just think we live in a time now where people are older.
But there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing.
No, but if you look at everything that's going on in terms of our executive leadership, and them trying to say, hey, make America great, and then there's this big push against, you know, immigrants and stuff like that. So I think we just live in that climate right now that certain people are going to look to react because they're stuck in that mode.
No.
Not saying that the masses are like that, but Chris, but you know, unfortunately with social media, all it takes is one or two jerks to
I
post something,
understand what you're saying.
and it gets traction. You
I
know?
understand what you're saying, but it's still ignorance.
No, absolutely.
First of all, it's just ignorance because, you know, believe it or not, I try to find justification behind why people would think that's the Cuban flag instead of Puerto Rico. So then I say, you know what, they look alike. These are people that probably don't know what the fuck they're talking about. it's stupid people.
But-
And then I start thinking, wait a minute, she's in Miami. Maybe they thought it was because
Yeah, the
of
connection.
Miami.
But wouldn't it be more fitting if that was a Cuban flag in Miami? It could be understandable. You're paying homage to the masses that live down there. So I mean, so as a fan, I would get it. I understand it. I think truthfully, the bigger concern was it was just too Latin. When you think about it, every performer was Latin, and it's like, yo, what's going on here?
That was I woke
It
up.
was too much.
I woke up today.
It was too
that,
much.
No, it wasn't too
No,
much.
no. I'm telling you, that's what people were thinking. Hey, it's just too much.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta.
Yeah.
You know.
That was the problem.
Yeah.
The problem was that
When
people.
Bunny's coming out there all silver,
That's when they got
and
back
J
on.
Balvin got the
Yeah.
rainbows in his hand. There, people like, what the fuck? We're losing our country. What's happening?
But that's the see that it showed to me. It showed a lot of I'm gonna say racism because there's no reason when you enjoy your art,
Mhm.
you enjoy. I don't care. I found myself a few years ago, actually quite some time ago. A song came out. I was watching one of the Ocean's
11.
movies, Ocean's 11, Ocean's 8. It was one of those, not Ocean's 8, Ocean's 11. It was one of those movies, right? And all of a sudden, the one with Catherine Zeta-Jones,
That might have been 11 or 12.
Yeah.
One of the two, yeah.
Ocean's 12. I found myself in a scene where Brad Pitt went to see Catherine Zeta-Jones because that was his love
Yeah.
interest and thing. A song came on. I didn't understand one word of the song. The song was in Portuguese,
But it was beautiful.
but I loved it.
Yeah.
I downloaded it into my playlist
Mhm.
because I didn't understand the song, but the art, the music, and the words, even though I didn't understand it, it reached me. I appreciated that art.
I thank you. You're taking us somewhere else. What they did, the coordination of the dances, the dresses, I thought that was phenomenal. I just thought it was
Amazing show.
It's like when you go to a beautiful island and you see the water. It was just so stimulating for the eye. I said, yo, this is art. This is art. One of the other things I heard, oh, why is she on a pole? All right, I get it.
That's also.
No, I can understand.
But
I don't think
it's also art. The only thing the problem is they automatically, it has a bad stigma and she got on a pole and mind you, she was amazing on the pole.
No, she is.
It's like the way if we go to a circus or we go to and we see these acrobats they're on poles, they're on ropes.
Yeah.
It's an art. Now I understand it has a bad stigma, but all in all, the show was amazing. The problem that hit people, and this is bad. You know why it's bad? Because with all this, and now I'm gonna go a little bit deeper. With all this Kaepernick bullshit and Kaepernick being persecuted and this and that and the racism and this, what that tells us is that there's a lot of people out there that are that are racist, and they take any little the ignorant people, they take any little chance they get to display their racism, and that's what happened. And so what? It was an all Latin show. Was it beautiful? Was it artistic? Of course it was. Did they dance beautiful? The thing with the kids?
Yeah.
It was awesome. It was an awesome show.
And I'm sorry. This is what she said. She said, all I want is my girls, the little girls on stage with me, and all over the world to know is how you use your voices and be proud of everything they are. The Ain't Your Mama singer wrote to her more than 110 million followers. Other people can try to build walls, keep us out, or put us in cages, Lopez wrote, according to multiple news reports that portions of the captions no longer appear on Lopez's posts. After singing a portion of Bruce Springsteen's Born in the USA during her Super Bowl appearance, Lopez, I'm sorry, I thought I had it. Well,
I understand.
and I'm sorry, I'm a little ill-prepared with this, but the message, she had a message, and it was a beautiful message.
It was
in
a
terms
great
of
message.
Knock down the walls, and, and to, build on, connecting people and stop the
and we all
ignorance that's happening.
and we all won. At the end of the day, we
Yeah.
are all one. But of course, she's gonna get backlash for that. And but it was a great halftime show. I loved it. Her and Shakira. I'm sorry, I sounded like you right now. Shakira.
No, Shakira was on point.
Shakira. There you go.
My hips don't lie. Yo, so she this is the part I was looking for. We are proud to recognize that all of us together are what makes this beautiful country truly great. And it was a positive message, and unfortunately some folks, they spun it another way. But J-Lo, I commend you. You and Shakira did a great job.
Salute.
And it's nice to see Latinos represented like that in a positive fashion. Bad Bunny, I love you, but the silver, you were killing me. It was just too much silver.
No, it was good. It was good.
Silver do-rag?
You don't understand. You don't understand.
Silver
You
jacket?
don't understand.
A space jacket?
When you eccentric, Lou, you understand these things. I'm not eccentric, but I understand them because I got an eccentric mentality.
Dame la hookah! Thank you for joining us this week on another episode of Breeze Shooters Podcast. I'm going to stop apologizing. If you guys don't know by now, me and Chris are going to stumble, but that's part of the magic. That's part of the comedy. We're not a polished program.
We're fucking human.
We're entertainers. And
It's human to err.
I like the fact that you guys see our mix-ups, our blunders, but just note that it's coming from a good place, and we come here every week and we try to entertain you guys, and we hope that you are entertained. And with that being said, please don't forget, Chris, to subscribe.
Right here. Look at my Buddha. My Buddha's telling you right here.
Hit the like button, and the best compliment you can pay us is share our link with a friend. Say, hey, check this out. By the way, I got a big up Damien Rosado. Give me 1 second. For people that don't know, Damien is the founder of Street to Street Basketball. Damien is just a all-around positive guy. Love him to death. Funny story while we're talking about Damien. So during the end, like the final years when my mother was around, she was real sick. She was just, her routine was basically, we lived on a 3-floor walk-up. She would have to walk downstairs, and she had a girlfriend from across the street that would come over, and they would sit on the stoop. That was their whole day. So I lived in building 838, and then a building right before me was like 836. So she used to hang out there with her girlfriend. That was the extent because her legs are so bad she couldn't walk that far. So me and Damien, we were kids. Damien lived on 42nd, I lived on 43rd. So we would go play ball all day, and then we'll walk home. So we're walking home one day, and I don't know, Damien is just an animated guy. Yeah. And we're talking shit from the park. I don't know what happened, but it was some good action in the park. So me and Damien from fucking 7th Avenue and 43rd coming down Central Park, we're just talking shit, and we're going back and forth. It might have been a Barkley argument, because I love Barkley and whatever. So we passed my mother, I wait till my mother said, I'm going to go upstairs, I'll be right back. We passed my mother, and it starts up again, and we're just going back and forth talking shit. So I walk into my building, Damien's holding my front door open, and he's still talking shit. He's not going nowhere. My poor mother, God rest her soul, she's getting up, and she's crawling, because now she has to use the walls to walk, because she doesn't have a cane. So she's walking, and Damien's talking, and all of a sudden you see a slow motion fist come. No. That's my mother, she's going to punch him, because she thinks we're fighting. And Damien's like, yo, what are you doing? And I tell him, I said, Ma, how you gonna hit him? That's my friend. She goes, oh, he was yelling at you. I said, that's how I knew my mother was a G. But with that being said, Damien, I wanted to shout you out today because Damien, Damien's always helpful. He tells me about free camps. He tells me about clinics. He's just so informed. He's like so much for the kids.
We're gonna have him on.
No, I already told, and I'm gonna get to that.
It's very important to have him on because he's become a pillar of the community. He's regarding the work that he's done, that he's doing for the kids. It's tremendous. It's awesome, and we need to highlight people like Damien because we need more people like him.
He is. I can honestly say this. He's a pillar in our community, and he's a star in Sunset Park for the things he does. For any parents that are listening to this program, if you want your kids to play sports, that's a guy that you need to get in touch with because he genuinely has kid's best concern in
Best
mind.
interest in my head, yeah.
Really good dude. And the reason why I bring up Damien is because he's collaborated with Thrive Collective. Am I reading that right? I'm sorry.
You're giving the wrong person the phone. Wait a minute.
Up top, scroll down.
If you do this, you know, if you do
Oh,
this.
Thrive Collective.
Collective, yeah. So
Thrive Collective.
that's how you zoom.
You said what people call you? People say you're what?
The guy. I'm the guy.
So Thrive Collective, it's an organization that Damien's working through. So let's say you wanted your kid to play, like right now he's currently doing workout sessions up in Sunset Park. However, Sunset for the month of March, they're going to be going under renovation.
Yes.
Nike's coming in and they're renovating the facility, so Damien's going to have a really nice facility. But he put me inside, he gave me a little scoop that he might have an alternate location. Either way, you go on this website,
Thrive Collective?
Thrive Collective, and you find out what's going on with Damien. It's also a site where you can contribute money. Damien does not collect money at all. He does not touch the money. It filters through an organization, so it's recorded, and you know exactly what you're putting in and what your kids are going to get. And, I'm sorry, go ahead.
We're going to put a link. If there is a link available, which I'm pretty sure we're going to put a link in this episode, this Breeze Shooters episode. We'll put a link in the comment section, and you guys go over there and you can click the link. We're gonna do what we got to do.
And look out for an episode with Damien, and another pillar in the community is Al. Once Nike's done with the renovations up there, we will be going up to Sunset Park.
Hands down, Al's the best ref I ever had ref my games.
You're going to need help. So, with that being said, thank you for joining us. We really appreciate the support. And another guy I want to shout out, Sharif, thank you for the comments. Keep it coming, brother. I really do appreciate the support. Chris, take us on out.
What's Sharif?
There's only one Sharif.
Okay. Freedom is not something anybody can be given. Freedom is something people take. And people, as free as they want to be. I'm sorry, because it really hit me. Because everything that's going on with the J-Lo and all that. I'm a big speaker. I'm going to say that again, people. I apologize. Freedom is not something anybody can be given. Freedom is something people take. And people are as free as they want to be. My man James Baldwin said that.
Woo!
Peace out.
Ricky Bobby.
If you're not first, you're last.
Woo!